Welcome to A Bit of Grace, Life Memories and Mulberries. Have you ever had the opportunity to go berry picking? I'm not talking about the little packages of berries you'd pick up at the store. I used to do a lot of berry picking when I was young, and it was a favorite activity. It usually also involved a chance to go out for a picnic with my mom and grandfather, Cappy Guy. My mom would prepare the meal and pack it up for the three of us. We would take off in Cappy's little car, which he never did seem to get how to handle and how to shift it properly. So I remember bouncing around while riding in the back seat, but I loved every second of the trip. After dinner, they would sit and have coffee together, and Cappy would light up his pipe. I still like the smell of pipe tobacco when I get a whiff. It always reminds me of Cappy Guy and picnics. Then we would start berry picking. Mom taught me to dress in clothing that would keep me covered up to prevent vicious scratches from the berry bushes. I did get a few scratches each time. It was unavoidable. I was young and those prickly blackberry bushes were nasty to reach into. I remember the delight of getting down into the woodsy area where the berries grew. The three of us would quietly be picking berries. Of course, we would be eating a few berries along the way. A lot went in my mouth first. Then, when I was full of berries, they would start piling up in my little container. No one was talking. We were all quiet, enjoying picking the berries. When a container was full, I would hear them talking to each other. I was rarely the first one with a full bucket, since many berries went into my stomach. It was such a calm, peaceful place. Being in nature, safely tucked away in the forest with my mom nearby. Everything was green and lush and warm, and it was a beautiful time of the year. There were birds and breezes I would pause and listen to. It was a joy to be in nature. Do you feel that way when you go out in nature, whether it's in a park or a provincial park or in the woods somewhere? Nature brings us to a calm place. It settles us down to a more grounded, peaceful space. Unfortunately, we don't get to that space often enough. To this day, I am grateful for every opportunity I get to pick fresh berries. My husband laughs at me when I full stop to pick a few wild berries when I spot them. These days, he gets a chuckle seeing me at the front of our house. When we moved here, we discovered a special tree at the front of our house. Just beyond my office window, there's a beautiful little mulberry tree. This year, it's a very happy tree loaded with nutritious, yummy mulberries, and I've been out there picking some of our prolific crop of sweet little purple mulberries. I certainly eat more than I keep. That is half the fun of this tree. Plus, they fall off the tree so easily, many go on the ground. It is a pleasure, and the birds steal those ones. It is a pleasure having my own mulberry tree for berry picking. Every time I go for more berries, I think of my mom, knowing she would be right beside me if she were here today. It is important to remember and enjoy and be grateful for our fond life memories. As they arrive, enjoy those little pleasures in life, even if there isn't a fond memory attached. I suggest that you enjoy your little pleasures. Take a moment to pick those berries. Take a moment to breathe in fresh air. Notice your surroundings and be grateful. We must recognize the lovely little treats in our life that come along. Be grateful for them and for those who taught us how to recognize a good opportunity. I will always be grateful to my mom for teaching me the pleasure of picking berries and tending to a vegetable garden, for watching things grow in nature and being grateful for its gifts. If you'd like to know more about the services I offer, visit juliagrace.ca. And the information provided on A Bit of Grace podcast is for education and entertainment purposes only. Always consult with a professional for medical advice.